What is up, everyone? It's your boy Jenny back at it again with another Jennie Plays video. Today you'll see that we've got Apex Legends. Full disclosure, I have played this game before, but it was a long time ago, so I've forgotten a lot. But here we've got the character selection screen. I'm sure there were more characters available when I last played. I'm trying to get Pathfinder, which is the one I always played as. I mean, I'll be deadly honest with you, I'm no good at this game at all, really. I played it a lot before Warzone came out, I think, just as it was one of my first real battle royale type game modes. But I thought I'd jump back on it today after a long time and have a little look and see whether or not it's any good. So yeah, completely forgot all the buttons, and I probably should have played it with mouse and keyboard, but I didn't. I think I'm still trying to transition over for some games. It's still better playing Call of Duty with a controller, but here I'm the Jump Master General. So I think there's a guy on our team called Berg, and you'll see, I'm pretty sure he's doing like some sort of VPN shit here, because the guy's really good. He's definitely a lot better than me. Not to say that that means he must be cheating, but actually you'll see at the end of the gameplay today he's got a fair amount of kills and definitely knows what he's doing. So I don't know if he's just surfing easier lobbies. Obviously this is the first time I've ever played this, so this should be one of the easiest lobbies you'll get. So we drop here in this little bit here. He tries to close a door on me, which annoys me more than anything. I think the looting system in this, I like the way that it's all laid out. I think Warzone did something similar when it first came out back in whenever that was. There was sort of like all on the floor type situations. Here I remember I've got a grappling hook, so I tried to use that, but yeah, to no avail really. So yeah, I quite like the looting system in this game. I think the game itself actually looks really good, and it's come on a lot since I last played it. I think for a newbie to the game that doesn't really understand all the mechanics, it can be quite overwhelming. Here I go for the carbine because I was using it in the firing range, and it seemed like the easiest gun to use. And also I think it always seemed to me, or from what I remember, there was always more sort of normal orange ammo lying around. So here, I don't know why I'm picking up shotgun ammo. I don't have a shotgun, I don't think. And also here, this is where I forget or don't remember or don't know how to get how to get my inventory up. So I want to pick up these heals, but I just don't know how to do that. So I'm just sort of running around here and trying to think, right, how do I do this? So I think I actually do eventually get it, but I'm just button mashing here. Look, go for the map. Health's already full. Got my grenades out. It's all going peak tong really, but I think I do eventually get it somewhere around here, maybe. There we go. So I switch out my shotgun ammo and realised I can't carry anything else either. So really the point, as always, is just one shot, one go at these games. So it is the very first game on. Didn't realise you had different types. So like those supply bins must be just ammo and like ordnance stuff like grenades. I do realise that I'm quite far away from my team here as well, and I don't want to get caught out. So I start trying to. I think one of my biggest issues with Apex always. Look, I remember like being able to use this grappling hook quite well, but not so much. Yeah, one of my biggest issues, I think, with Apex Legends is just how slow it feels. I think unless you're an absolute 10 out of 10 legend on this game, you're constantly sort of dragging your heels, it feels like. I know the guy, that Berg's character, is it called Octane? I think, something like that. I remember when I first started playing Apex, he wasn't around, obviously, and they've brought out a lot since then in terms of legends or characters or champions or whatever you want to call them. But yeah, I think that Octane moved pretty quick because he's got like a serum. Here we run into our first team. Do you know what? Round that corner, I could actually hear a lot. Like the audio was really good. I could hear them talk. That's why I was looking up to it. Shooting doesn't seem to be so bad. Like obviously this Berg is just absolutely wrecking fools, which is crazy. I realise here as well, I've only got like 20 bullets in a mag, which is mental. So obviously the importance is that you need to keep upgrading that as and when. So here again is a little bit more of this looting system. I forgot that like you can have a cursor that scrolls down on the right with your right analog stick, but then you can also use like the D-pad to scroll as well. It's a little bit strange, so it's quite difficult getting used to that. But yeah, here I'm just trying to get better. Like I'm trying to get some better loot, some better attachments for my guns, and just try and keep up with my team. It seems like they're both pretty good at staying together. Here I'm trying to slide cancel, and it's just that clunkiness, man. I feel like I don't know, it just feels like it could be better, but then obviously who am I, because I don't make games, so I don't know. And I think I'm also used to the movement in COD, so but here I get an upgraded shield, which is slick, and also I start seeing all of these cool attachments and stuff. I can't remember what my secondary gun is actually here. I'm more focused on this carbine more than anything else. But here they start shooting again, so I thought I'd try and lob some grenades. But it seems that the grenades are like, they weigh a ton, so you can throw them just in front of you. This Berg is literally just cleaning up, by the way. You're seeing the top right there. This is what makes you think he's definitely surfing easier lobbies. Because by the time I even get to people, I've just got enough time to loot before this guy's fucked off again. So he's obviously doing something. This scope I didn't really like, but I didn't know how to take it off. So that was me now stuck with that for the rest of the game. But either way, it was alright. I think, to be fair, it lends itself to being more of a... I know a carbine's a fully auto gun, but actually later on I do switch to single fire. It just seems a little bit more... See, look, that there, I feel like I should be getting it. Like, it didn't connect at all. You've got a very limited range on the grappling hook, which I think, again, hinders a little bit. Here I think about... I'm starting to think, oh yeah, I remember you could grapple onto those... what are they called? Like zip wires, that's it. And there, look, almost get it. Having to do like, it's almost like a pendulum action. You grapple hook onto something in front of you, and then you have to look the other way, and it almost swings you. So I'm starting to get to, or trying to get to grips with that. Here I realise as well, I've extended the light mag thing, so actually it's given me 8 more bullets, which I'm not convinced that's actually that important in terms of having 8 more. But then I suppose bullets are important to have, right? So the more you've got, the easier it becomes. Yeah, so I don't know. I think overall this game, I like playing new games. This game wasn't really new for me, should we say. Here I'm trying to work out there you go, single fire, auto. So there I'm sort of getting to grips now. And then I think, oh, I've got a zip wire. So now I think I start trying to get ahead of the team just so I can keep up. But ultimately these guys are in a world of their own, and that Berg is basically leading the charge. Here I can't swap, so again, just looking at the ammo situation, I've got that heavy ammo gun behind, the Devotion I think it's called, which actually shoots so slow, man, so slow, it's crazy. But here I'm just having a little loot around, I want to try and get to grips with stuff, you know. What's a treasure pack? No clue whatsoever. If anyone could let me know what that is in the comments, that'd be great, because even after the game I'm not really sure. And then also, what's an evac tower? There's so many things in this game I just didn't have an opportunity to look into. You know, I think obviously since the last time I played this game, which must have been, where are we, 2024, or must have been 2000 and maybe 20, something like that, probably 4 years ago. I don't know, when did Warzone come out? It was before then, so I don't know. Take your pick from that. Warzone can't be 4 years old though, can it? That might be. I'm not sure. But yeah, so again, way behind my teammates. They're actually shooting and stuff here, and I'm starting to think I just want to get involved with the action, but I just can't move fast enough. But as I'm just recording this now, I'm thinking, I remember in the training it said that I can holster my guns, I think, and run faster. So maybe that's the way forward. Maybe that's what you do. You just look, see, when you're jumping, it's like, I don't know, it's almost like you've got 3 blokes holding you back, like they're just on your back, like you're giving everyone a piggyback. So here I realise there's people here because I can hear the shooting. Berg's already over there. First shot was alright there. And then I'll switch to my carbine and put that single fire on and see if I can start getting some hits. Again, just not, it doesn't seem very powerful, this gun at all, to be fair. I'm not sure what guns are really powerful. I remember there used to be like snipers in this game, and a couple of other bits. To this game in particular, I didn't really get to use any other guns. I see this orange or this yellow floating thing, I think, oh yeah, sick, I've got something tasty here. But it's a disruptor round, which I don't know what that is, and I think someone else takes it anyway. And again here I'm thinking, oh, this would be cool, but again it's an extended heavy mag, so I can't even use it anyway. But I think as you start to quite quickly in this game, we got good loot. I say good loot, it's the best loot I had. I didn't switch anything out until a little bit later where I see something. Here I remember I can actually use the grapple to try and be a bit quicker, but the cooldown on it just seems a little bit slow for me as well. Like, look, I'm so slow, it's like I'm stuck in the sand. And then I'm trying to climb all this stuff up. By the time I get here, this Berg guy, he's just taking out teams left, right and Charlie. I've got 1 kill, and I think the handshakes mean 2 assists, possibly. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm trying to make my way over here, trying to give some support. This guy is just obviously on not a mad one on his own. I do manage to get a few bullets in here. I think the recoil control's not too bad, but also I'm not sure if you can get anything for this gun in particular that manages recoiling a little bit more. I'm just trying to look here. We haven't actually had to rotate that much. It seems that we dropped into a spot. And here I'm thinking, why I'm getting in. This is it. I'm going over here. There's going to be loads of people here. I get here and it's fuck all. Also, jump off and then you can't jump. It just seems clunky. But yeah, I'm just trying to find people and do something. It seems like that Berg is just taking all of the kills and all of the glory, which is, there you go, look, zip wire to, yeah, grappling hook to the zip wire. I knew I could do it. Yeah, I just think overall the game itself just seems a little bit slow. I think that's probably the way it's meant to be made, meant to be played. Sorry, I should say. Here, I think it's Gibraltar. There you go. Look, that's a good grappling here. That gets you somewhere. I think it's the Gibraltar that puts that shield up, and I actually get in there and think, right, fuck, I'm gonna have a go. So look how slow this devotion fires, by the way. It's the slowest firing gun ever, and then he fucks off, but I managed to get it down, so can't complain too much there. And just trying to support my team as well. I think the game itself looks crisp, like graphics and obviously PC's pretty good here. My shooting is okay, could be better. Seems like there's no real aim assist sometimes. I'm not sure whether that's, I don't know if there's different hitboxes on different champions. Like that Gibraltar seemed easier to hit than the I can't remember what's the blackbird that does all of the smoke and stuff. I can't remember her name. But either way, I can hear firing over here. I'm starting to try and use the ping system as well, as you'll see. Seems like the ping system seems quite important. I think probably more so than in a game like Call of Duty, especially where I wasn't able to play a solos. If I could play a solos in this game mode, I would have done, but it was only giving me trios. I think you can unlock duos possibly as well. Yeah, let me know if there is a solos game mode, because I might go back and try and play a solos of this. I quite enjoyed the game, but look, by the time I get around here, there's 3 blokes on the ground. It's fucking crazy. I'd managed to get that guy just off of Berg, steal it from him last minute, and I actually didn't realise here. I'm having a little loot up and see what I can get. But I didn't realise there's only 2 squads left. Seems like this lobby died out really quick. I don't know. Again, let me know in the comments. I don't know if that's a normal thing. Or does it normally happen that quickly? Because actually, I don't feel like we've seen a lot of people. That might be because that Berg guy was just slaying. But also, I feel like there hasn't been a lot of engagements, and we're all already only on 2 squads. So I don't know. Maybe that's maybe sort of like a newcomer type thing where they just put you into a smaller lobby, perhaps, maybe to get you to grips with it. Possibly, I don't know. But either way, if it's not the case and you're playing it consistently, then that would be frustrating for me. Here we've got one of these like care packages, and I actually pick up this crossbow, I think it is, or a compound bow. Thinking, oh yeah, that'd be quite cool to have a little go with later. But actually, I don't actually think I do get to use it. Spoiler alert, funnily enough. So here it becomes glaringly apparent to me that there's not many people left, if anyone left. So I'm going to try and use my zip wire here just to try and gain some ground a little bit quicker. Look at how far away that Berg is already. I think it's because I'm spending time looting. I'm not really sure. But here I'm going to use this zip wire, see if I can get some height. So some of those standards still play, right? Even in any BR, height seems to be key. Just trying to get somewhere a little bit quicker, try and get on top of them. I think to myself, right, we've got this circle here, let's try and move around to the right hand side, because they're going to go left. I'm thinking we could just pinch. So not that I'm communicating with them in any way, shape or form, but I'm thinking, right, okay, we don't know how many people are left. It has a question mark up in the top right for some bizarre reason. You'd think that it would tell you how many people are left in a thing if there's only 2 squads left. I'm not sure if you have to do something to find that out, maybe. But then I start seeing these pings here. So I'm thinking this would be so sick if I could do that and then grapple, but it just doesn't go far enough. So again, I'm left. I get a little one there, but by the time I get round here, I actually think Berg has fucked it all up and done everything he needed to do, and then we get the little champions. So I mean, look, not the best gameplay, but the whole point of this series is me jumping on and giving you my first experience. I don't want to give you some sort of bullshit, I've been playing for 4 hours a day, this is how good I am at the game type situation. So I suppose it just goes to show, look, that Berg is obviously well clued up. I didn't even know that you could emote, but obviously there's an X button there. So let's see, you'll see here we've got 21 kills overall. That other guy got 5, Fair only got 3, and then the other guy got 13. So yeah, obviously pretty swish. As always, please like and subscribe, as it really helps the channel out. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Speak soon.